Senator Graham.
Thank you. Mr. Cole, what would you say to anybody who wanted to abolish the DEA?
Well, I would have them take a look at our direct workflow currently, where last year we seized close to 57 million fentanyl pills in the United States, close to $900 million in U.S. currency that came from drug traffickers. The foreign footprint that we currently have, you would have cartel members celebrating all over the world, designated terrorists celebrating all over the world that the DEA was gone.
That's a good answer. So terrorists and drug cartels would be celebrating. So I just want to say to the men and women of the DEA, thank you. I think you make our lives eminently safer. You're doing things that most of us wouldn't want to do and in the shadows. So I just wanted to get on the record my view that you perform a very important function. Director Patel, when you look at the threat streams against our country, are they going up or down?
The threat streams over the last year in general have gone up over the last few years, which is why you've seen the resulting amount of violent criminal arrests. If we're arresting 44,000 people, which is twice as many as the year before, that's because there's a lot of violent criminals running around America. But the good news is that the FBI, along with these men and their agencies, are doing the work and arresting people at record levels: gangbangers, narcotics traffickers, sex traffickers, terrorists, and those that pose the greatest threat to our national security.
During the Biden years, they say 11 to 15 million illegal immigrants came into the country. Are you familiar with that reporting?
Yes, sir.
So what are we supposed to do? Just ignore it?
Well,
you don't want to ignore it, do you?
Not at the FBI, no, sir.
Good. I mean, if you had 11 to 15 million people coming in illegally, you'd want to push back. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. We have pushed back. Actually, we've reduced violent crime in every one of our 50 states by an average of 10 points.
Yeah, so you got to plus up the resources to deal with what happened, what I would consider a virtual invasion of our country by illegal immigrants. And to all of you on the front lines, thank you. I mean, the idea that we wouldn't want to do that astounds me. I mean, we got to get, control over our country again. Director Patel, when it comes to systems, do you think the country would be well served to have a law like I'm proposing called Logan's Law that would require states to report to the Attorney General of the United States the results of all cases involving violent crime where you could get 6 months or more, to include the charge and the plea bargain so we'd know better about soft on crime prosecutors and judges?
That bill is critical to providing the information that we at the FBI house at our Criminal Justice Information Center, Seizure's property in West Virginia. We are only as good as the data we're given. We don't go out and proactively and legally obtain that data from our partner enforcement agencies across the country.
So you would support Logan's Law requiring that to be done?
We need it.
Yeah, I think so too. And the man who in Cambridge, Massachusetts, who shot at a bunch of drivers, he had a long criminal record. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, while he was on probation, he shot at police officers and not much happened to you. You're familiar with that?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree we need to break the cycle of catch and release and looking the other way when it comes to violent crime in this country?
I think catch and release is the #1 cause of recidivist violent crime in the history of the United States of America.
Okay. When it comes to the FBI, how's morale?
I'm sorry?
How's your morale at the FBI?
Morale has never been better. When I go across the country and I talk to the line agents and the intelligence analysts and professional staff, I travel around the country, I talk to our state and local partners, they tell me one thing resoundingly: we're finally going to do the work that we were asked to do with the resources that we needed to get the job done. And that's what this administration is focused on. And that's why you're seeing the results that we talked about.
Mr. Cole, do you think we're seeing dividends from your focus on illegal drugs and cartels and all the above?
Absolutely, Senator, and we will stay on the offensive, whether it's taking Nicolas Maduro out of Venezuela or capturing the next Chapo or helping coordinate the next Mencho operation. We will continue to target those foreign terrorists that are killing Americans.
Do you agree that the Maduro operation not only was flawless, it sent a new message that a new sheriff's in town and created deterrence we haven't had before?
I think it sent one great message to everybody in the Western Hemisphere and the dictators and foreign terrorists around the world that they will be held accountable for sending this poison to the U.S.
Thank you all very much.